Welcome back to the video and a couple of updates. I'm using an app called Filmic, which actually you can control, remote control I should say. You can control the focus, the lighting, the sound, which I'm using my Apple AirPods, but you can actually use a microphone like a Yeti mic. I've also purchased a gimbal, so I'm going to be using that as well. Some better lighting. I've got my inspection lamp, which I always use, but also what I have here is this cheap source of light, and I'm also recording in 4K, so hopefully that should produce better videos. I hope you enjoy the future videos, and let's get down to stripping the Crossmember. Welcome back to the video, and I've started to strip parts of the suspension. Here we have the upgrade, what they call it, telescopic dampener, and if it was me I wouldn't actually fit them to the car. I've not driven a MG for many years with just the normal Armstrong dampener, but I've just stripped that off, and this is the sequence which I'm going to remove items. I'll remove the caliper, that'll come off. I need to undo, and I'm just going to slowly, I need to undo this brake pipe, remove the anti-roll bar, and then the steering, which was just behind the hub here. And as you can see, I renewed both sides with the suspension, and then I decided that I would actually replace the Crossmember. So, and once I get to that part, then I'll remove the tension from the spring, and then I think I will undo the bolts which hold the lower suspension arms to the Crossmember, and then that means I don't have to remove the hub, and it'll just all come out in one go. Not forgetting that I will have to disconnect the top trunnion bolt, however leaving the Armstrong shock absorber in place, and that'll happen on both sides. And then hopefully when I undo the securing bolts, and I've undone the brake pipe, I'm just trying to think of other things which might hold it in place. I think the brake pipe is actually held with clips along the Crossmember, and then with a jack underneath the Crossmember, lower it down. It does sound simple, but this is the first time, and I'm sure it's not, and I'm going to be, there's going to be snags along the way. So this is a project which I thought I would not have to do. However, I think I do have a Crossmember which is all painted, and I think it'll look better. As you can see, I've not, because I put it all back together knowing that I will have to renew the Crossmember. I didn't put the bump stops on because I felt, well, what's the point? I'm going to be replacing them, and I do have new bump stops. So just follow my journey. Well, as you can see, it's actually slowly coming apart. Let's not forget that this was apart maybe a month ago, and again you can see some white grease being applied, actually quite a bit white grease. So it's actually coming apart fairly easy. As you can see, I've removed the spring, and if you just look over there, just slowly pan down, see the hub, see the spring. This time I've actually made sure that all the nuts and bolts are in the correct position. So what I need to do now is to undo the bolts, which you can see there. That'll drop the pan. I'll do the same to the other side, and then I will disconnect the steering, drop that, and then I will disconnect the joint for the brake pipe and work out how to retain the fluid. If anybody knows how to do that, that'd be absolutely brilliant. Okay, I would just like to say that I'm working in a single garage, and from hub to wall it's 17.5 inches. It took me about 20 minutes to actually put the car in center that each hub was 17.5 inches. That's the maximum space I have between the wall and the hub. So things are cramped, but I'm sure it's doable. So I've nearly got one side stripped down, and I'll continue with the other side. Well, it's all stripped down on this side. Let's just see. It's taken me about an hour, and this is just before the World Cup. So, and I've just put things there nice and tidy. I think one of the things which is most important is trying to keep everything out the way. So there's not very much room to actually swing a cat. Well, it's Saturday morning, and I have spent an hour just stripping the offside suspension off. So that's now ready. Again, just to remind you, I built this about, I think, 2 months ago, and then decided that I would replace the Crossmember. So it actually came up so easy. So easy. So my next job is to remove, you see there, just to remove the steering rack. And that's going to be my next job. Bye for now.